All right, welcome. Thank you for those that have been listening.
Welcome back.
And those that are new.
Welcome back again, Diego.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for having me again. Once again.
Yeah, brother. Another. How you been?
No, I've been doing just fine. How about you guys?
Yeah, been good, man. Just working. That's pretty much it.
Nothing new.
We're all on the grind here. Yeah.
Very much, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Right. Dude, anything new has happened lately or no? Like with just life in general, news, anything?
I wouldn't say anything like new has been happening in my life, but I don't know. I feel like when it comes to something to talk about, I feel like it's the kind of something we touched base on yesterday for a little. We didn't talk about it a whole lot yesterday, but it was about, I don't know if you guys have talked about like marriage on this.
Marriage?
On this podcast.
I don't know. We haven't.
I don't know if you touched marriage.
But like, what about marriage? Like
matrimonio.
Like for instance, like marriage in the sense, like we know, like pre-marriage and then marriage itself. Like, you know, especially when it comes to like finding, or I wouldn't say finding, but like finding the one.
Exactly.
Finding the one.
Yeah, that's
were you not the one asking the question?
Okay. No. Then this topic is from God then, because
we talked about it yesterday for a little bit.
All right, so look. No, we did. But look, before I got here, I was eating, and then in my mind a question came up. I think I'm confident it was God. What are you looking for in a woman, right? Like basically like
today.
What do you look? Yeah, today. Before I got here, I'm not even joking.
Wow.
What are you looking for in a woman? And I said, well, God, whatever you bring. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call Oscar. I'm gonna challenge him. So I thought I was gonna challenge him. And then I call him, like, you know, with my chest popped out. I was like, yo, so
I could even like see your chest come out of the phone. I was like, pobrecito.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, well, I have a question for you, bro. And he's like, oh gosh, what happened? I'm like, what are you looking for in a woman? You know, thought I was gonna challenge him with that question, but if anything, what I got out of that whole conversation was like a backfire towards me, basically, like God saying, so what are you looking for in a woman? And what I got out of that whole conversation was, you can't just aim aimlessly. Now, as we're followers of Christ, we know one thing, right? We want a woman that loves God.
Yeah, and this conversation is probably uncomfortable.
Yeah,
for a lot of guys, because you know a lot of guys puff their chest, like, nah, I'm good. Or you can be from the other spectrum, like you're just, I guess you can say what we call it today, simping, or out there like a little dog with your tongue out, just
right,
looking for like a girl, right?
Yeah,
from either one spectrum to the other end. Oh, I don't need that. Or,
yeah. So you're saying, yeah, like there's those that are prideful. They're like, I don't need a woman. And
yeah, because the conversation is uncomfortable.
Right.
So, but what in regards to marriage, Diego?
What in regard? Is
there like a desperation?
No, not a desperation, but at times I'm thinking, man, like, you know, I wonder when my time will be, like, you know, to actually meet this person, then, you know, get to know them, and then, you know, you get into the relationship phase, and of course you're getting to know them as a, like in my case, yeah, you getting to learn to know them as a girlfriend that could be a potential partner. I only say potential because anything's possible. Things could end or things could lead to marriage, but it all depends.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I had a conversation with my friend Mike. I told you, right? Mm-hmm. We were catching up, how's he was doing and stuff like that. And we touched a little bit about that because I was asking how's everything, all that. And he's single, obviously. And he said something very well said. And he's like, if I'm single right now, I might as well make it worth it.
Right.
So when my future wife comes, I did not waste my time in my singleness. Right?
Yeah.
So I like how he said that. Because if you're going to be single, make it worth it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Do
That's
something,
true.
work on something,
That's true.
make it worth it. So when she comes, you know, you did not waste your time.
Yeah, that is
Right.
very true. Yeah,
And so a lot of dudes, guys, want that wife, and they're not taking advantage of now that they're single.
yes, yeah, absolutely.
You know, doesn't mean you have to go conquer the world to have a huge enterprise, but the things that you have to do as a man and get that taken care of.
Right.
They're not focusing on that. They're focused on like, well, you know, I'm not pointing at you, Diego, but I'm just saying like a lot of guys are thinking like that.
Yeah.
When you asked me the question, I was like, oh, interesting. The first thing I thought, and this is not to throw you under the bus.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I was like, damn, he's desperate.
I understand why you thought that. I totally understand, but I promise.
But
But hold on, wait. I promise I was not thinking about a wife at all. I was just eating.
yeah,
Right.
but
Yeah,
the spirit knows the heart.
it does know the heart.
Okay,
Yeah.
you cannot yearn for a wife if you don't even know what you're looking for.
Right.
That's why he says you can't aim aimlessly.
Exactly.
You can't yearn aimlessly.
Aimlessly, yeah. And now what I mean by that is like, okay, so you're following God, your heart is aligned with God. Obviously, these common sense answers, like a woman that loves God,
Yeah, that's just
goes to church, common sense stuff. Yeah, it's just common sense. Obviously, I'll be honest. I know you're gonna say you don't know what you're saying, but like if I had a girl that respected what I was doing, and God pointed me towards her, I know, hold on, and God wants me to disciple her. Well, I'll take.
You don't know. You don't know.
Hold on. I'll take the challenge. Not that I'm asking for it, but I'll take up the challenge. I know it's gonna be hard. I know. But for me, I'd rather prefer a girl that already loves God with all her heart.
Yeah, because how are you gonna? I mean, I'm not saying never say never, but how is God gonna present that when you still are in your growing stages?
Right. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and I'm not saying that there's like a stage where like, all right, you figured it out as a believer. No,
Yeah.
you still keep growing.
No, of course. But there's a level of maturity. I get it. But going back to the thing, like those are common sense things that every Christian man wants, right?
Yeah.
But then there are those attributes in where God has you at that moment right now in life, like whatever God has placed into your hands. Those things, I realized, I'm like, wait a second, because when that question popped in my mind, I legit couldn't think of anything except basic questions. I mean, basic answers like, woman that loves God, fears God, all this.
But the thing is, you said this to me before, dude. Oh, I just want a woman that loves God. But you don't even know what you're saying. Like when you say that, Brian, or you don't even know what you're saying by that. Because what if you do find that woman that loves God,
right,
and fears God? Do you understand the relentlessness she's going to have in her search with God? She's going to put that upon you as well.
Oh, yes,
and
yes,
if you
yes,
are not
yes,
conditioned
yes,
to have the flesh disciplined and have learned to be in different situations, like what Paul says, through Christ I can do everything who strengthens me, right? He's not saying that because your hopes and dreams.
No,
He's saying that in any situation you find yourself, you learn how to be content as a believer. Right. And so when you ask for a wife like this, she comes and pushes you. Can you handle that? Because what if she does? I mean, she will love God. She will fear God.
Right.
But everybody can fear and love God.
Right. Yeah.
But it's different when a woman comes with that relentlessness.
I totally agree. Yeah.
All in for God. Like,
and
then she challenges you, and then you feel uncomfortable. And then now you don't even know what you were asking for.
Yes, I agree. No, exactly. So it's very simple to say a girl that loves God, right? But then when the attributes come, what is it that this woman, like, what do you see in this woman?
So I guess in other words, be careful what you ask for.
Well, yeah, because you're saying like,
bro, I'm sorry, but that's so funny that you said that.
What?
Before I turned off my phone, that's the last thing I saw on my phone that our sister Linda shared with me.
Oh,
It
really?
says, be careful what you ask for.
Oh, because you were texting her?
Yeah, no, because I sent her
okay, right.
about a buffet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
but it's true. Like you unless you know, I want a woman that loves God and really expect relentlessness.
Right.
And by it, I mean relentlessness, meaning like she's also going to push you.
Yes, yeah, as she should, yeah.
about, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. The thing is that, are you sure? Can you?
Or she could be asking, I want a man of God.
I
want a man who fears God. Whoa, she should know that if she finds herself with a man of God,
yeah, it's not gonna be like rainbows and sunshine.
It's gonna be. He's gonna go all in. Like, he's gonna push her. He's gonna do all these things. in a good way.
Yes.
So it goes both ways.
Yeah. So
both ways.
Yeah. So as a believer, if you think about marriage, you also have to think about what are you really asking for.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just shoot aimlessly.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when you're going to shoot a bow and arrow, you know that this is a bow, this is an arrow, and that is a target. You know that. Common sense. It's like you say, I want a woman that goes to church. I want a woman that loves God. It's common sense. But can you aim with aim, or are you going to aim aimlessly?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, you know that verse that everybody uses, equally yoked?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of Christians take that like, oh, you know, if she's not a believer, it's unequally yoked. Okay, all right, whatever. But what about like, let's just say there's a woman in there that loves God too, but God has you on a different mission. But that woman does love God. Now, her mission might be different from yours. Wouldn't you consider that unequally yoked?
Well, yeah, too, because you can love God, she loves God. That you guys, check all the boxes.
Yeah.
But in regards to mission, that there may be in that aspect an unequal yoke, right?
Yes.
Unequal yoke just means this, that when the two beasts had the yoke on, they had to be exactly the same.
Right. Yeah.
So that
they can both,
the yoke can have a function.
Yeah.
Or otherwise, the other beast is putting all the work and the other one is not.
Right.
So in that, they added to that by saying, well, it's if you don't find a believer,
right, you're
unequally yoked. In that sense, yeah.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah.
That's the understanding, because like your faith is in God.
Right.
And perhaps she, or vice versa, her faith is in God and his faith is not. There's going to be a sense of struggle.
Yeah.
There's going to be a sense of arguments. There's going to be friction, resistance, tension. They love each other, but when it comes to the faith and belief, there's all that. So do you want to be going through thorns and thistles?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right. No, absolutely. Exactly.
But I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I think it's
like that equally.
I get it.
Yeah. Like that unequally yoked could also mean like someone in the faith too.
I meet someone. Let's say I meet someone who just came into the faith.
A
year or 2 years ago. So technically, in retrospect, in comparison to me, I've been in it for a long time.
Yeah.
But what if she meets my same yoke by the passion that she then has for the stuff that I'm doing?
Right.
Versus someone who's been in it, but she just doesn't see what I'm doing.
Exactly.
I totally get what you're saying.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say, yeah.
So, could you ever see yourself, Diego, ending up with someone who's not a believer?
It's tough. But then this kind of leads me to asking a question. So since you brought up that question, so is it possible that God could pair you up with an unbeliever? Like he can destine you to marry an unbeliever? Or I don't know. It's just a general question.
All right. So then that's good.
Of course.
So going back to the thing where I was talking about where you're like, you don't know what you're saying, which is true. I don't know what I'm saying. But you remember that story about that prophet?
Hosea. I knew you remember.
You know I was going to bring it up.
But see, you can't apply that pattern into your life.
I know.
Because God was trying to teach also the prophet Hosea while teach the nation simultaneously.
Right.
Although he did love her.
Right.
But every time she would escape and leave, God would tell her, go after her.
Yeah, go after her, yeah.
But you see the struggle. You see that.
Oh, no, absolutely.
You see what the prophet, like, married a prostitute. God told her, marry a prostitute.
Yeah.
You know that story, right?
I think they had kids and everything. And she would leave, go after her. Right? You're going to go through that.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
You're going to go through all that, what God was trying to describe to Hosea, what Israel is to me. They leave. They come back to me. They leave.
Right.
And I come for them.
Yeah.
When they leave me, I come. Right?
Right.
So if you're willing to go through that, by all means, your mission in life will be that.
Yeah, no, that is a burden. Yeah.
Right. Now imagine having that burden and working on the things God has placed in the table for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to be hauling a lot.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I agree.
Now, there are cases that it happens and the believer ends up becoming the non-believer becomes a believer, right? Because they see their partner's faithfulness and fruits.
Yeah, yeah.
That can be a thing. I'm not saying that we're ruling it out. No, of course not. But there is cases when both couples who are both non-believer, like the couple who are both non-believer, one becomes a believer, and then later on, she can, or vice versa, he can.
Right.
And they don't let go of each other because you never know, one day that partner can become a believer.
Right.
And Paul does describe this in 1 Corinthians.
Yep.
So the thing about marriage, that what you're saying is like, well, you want marriage, but do you know why you want marriage?
That is true. Do you want it for like you're saying, like, do you want it for like your own luxury, for your own vanity, for your own looks, or do you want it like because like it's gonna honor God and you can honor God with that marriage?
Yeah, and I never really thought of it that way 100%.
Well, yeah, because I mean,
no, because look, we have social media, and they promote marriage a lot, like especially in the Christian algorithm. I guess I don't know. That sounds weird to say, but yeah, in the algorithm where it pushes like all that Christianity stuff, like you see like a lot of marriage stuff, and it's so beautiful, so this and that. But there are couples out there. I remember actually when I first went to church, when that time period. Remember when I texted you and you brought me to that church where I got baptized? I remember the first service that I was there. The very first service, it was a couple. It was a married couple that they I forgot.
Was it Mawa?
Yeah,
all right.
Mawa. Yeah, and it was that married couple that they were on God's they were doing God's mission. And what country? Do you remember what country it was?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan, yeah, it was, yeah. And I remember
that, or some weird name somewhere around there.
Yeah, some like place that not many people talk about. Is Middle East, right?
Yeah, it's Asia.
Asia, yeah. So the she was like, oh yeah, God called us there, and she's like, yes, I have a family. I remember the wife talking, yes, I have a family, and it's very uncomfortable. Sometimes we don't really have that much running water. Sometimes we have a little food, this and that. And she's like, but if this is where God calls me, then I don't care. He's like, I'm willing to, I don't care what it takes.
And what you got out of that?
What I got out of that, I was like, wow, this couple right here. I'm not even, that was like that was like when I was coming back to God, bro. That was like the first day I went to church. It was that. And the couple was like, the wife was like, I don't care where God takes me. If God is there, then it's okay. So, and she was telling stories about like, like how sometimes they would struggle, this and that. It's hard, it's cold up there, this and that. It's like, but if God, that's where God calls us, then that's where we're gonna be at. And what I got out of it, I was like, wow. Now that I'm more mature and I can see things a little more, now I understand that couple is not married for vanity and looks. They're married because they're all in God's mission, and they're willing to go all out to the point where even like they're setting the example to their kids, being like, hey, this is our marriage. They're setting that example to them. So when they get older, and then their kids find somebody, they're gonna have that same mentality. Like we're gonna go all out on God, wherever God calls us. That was very inspiring. Now that I'm much more mature in the faith, now I see how valuable and how beautiful that is compared to what social media actually like promotes.
Portrays,
portrays, where it's like all you see is like a beautiful girl in a farm, with a head covering, which is obviously that's beautiful. I love when women wear a head covering, but what I'm trying to say is that like those are things like because I was on social media and I was seeing a lot of that stuff on there, and I'm like, God, that's so beautiful, but I can't be ignorant to the fact that that's also vanity of life too. Yeah. We keep thinking that Christians keep thinking that vanity of life is like in the city partying. No, it can also be in the farm. It can also be in a different world. It can be in a different country where like you're living luxurious with organic things. All these things. What I'm trying to say is basically like when marriage, now I understand marriage so much more now. That it's not for vanity.
No.
It's not for looks.
No.
It's not like to be like, oh, here's the ring. You see, I'm married.
You're
committing.
You're becoming one, Diego.
Yes.
We are becoming one. It's tough.
You're becoming one with your partner.
Yeah.
You're giving up half of you.
Yes.
To take half of hers.
Right.
The half you gave up, she's taking.
Right.
It. Becoming one.
Yes.
It goes both ways.
100%.
Yeah, man. And your marriage is not going to look like social media, like how it promotes it.
It's not.
Who knows where God is going to send you?
I know social media kind of distorts everything.
Yeah.
Reality.
Mm-hmm.
And there's really no real way or a manual.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, ask the Lord.
Yes.
Abraham asked his servant asked the Lord because he didn't want to fail his master in bringing him the wife of his son.
You see, that's a perfect example of not aiming aimlessly.
Yeah.
He was after a mission.
Abraham told him, I want you to go to this nation in this region specifically. That's aiming.
Yes.
His servant goes to that area, to that nation and region. And then he then specifically asks the Lord for certain things. He's aiming.
Yes.
Right? And then he came back with
the wife.
His master's son's
wife. Yeah.
So when you are yearning for a marriage, what do you have to ask yourself, for what?
For what?
What do you want it for? For what? What, like,
right.
you obviously you're a man. One day you're gonna have a girl,
right?
Girlfriend, and marry them. But do you know what you need it for?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the responsibility that comes with?
Yes, the responsibility.
Right. Yeah. You know that undertakes a sense of being uncomfortable.
Yes.
You're giving up your single life.
Literally,
you're attending to this other person, their needs, their emotions.
All
you know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Vice versa.
And remember, us as men, like, that's God's daughter.
Yeah. Or do we yearn for marriage because we feel alone, because you can't handle that part of our nature as a man?
Oh, yeah.
So much that, like, this I can't deal with this anymore.
Yeah, I need to get married. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's also extremely wrong too for a lot of Christians. Yeah. Yeah, to get married like that. That's why, I mean, I know I've said this before, but it really does blow my mind when I hear like pastors. I'm like, oh yeah, I got married and I was still addicted to porn. I'm like, what? If I was addicted,
ridiculous.
If I was addicted to porn, I would not even think about getting married.
Yeah. So, a lot, I wouldn't say all the churches, but like pushing them to get married because they're in flaming passion, I think is a huge mistake.
Yes, and they take it out of context too.
Yeah, because Paul's talking to couples that are already together.
Yes,
so just get married, so you don't have to be playing with that fire.
Right.
He's not talking about a guy.
No. If God has
a guy generally 24/7 finds himself in front of the fire. Like, what do you?
Yeah, every morning, all the time. Yeah, bro.
So like, control yourself. Seek for the Lord. Tell the Lord to help you.
Yeah.
To intercede for you.
Right.
To give you the spirit of self-control.
Right.
So that you can discern properly.
Yeah.
What you want when you say, I want to get married. And if you're yearning for that, you should know what you are looking. You should know what you're looking for.
Yes.
So that when you ask the Lord, things work the way they should work.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No, trust me, man. This podcast, I'm learning in real time. And before I came here, I learned something new. I'm still learning. Because
I wasn't trying to put you down.
No, you did. No, I was kidding. I was kidding, bro. Pobrecita. No. Because this is all I've said to God. This is the deepest I've gotten to praying to God about my wife. I said, God, give me the perfect portion of a woman.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong,
right,
about it.
Right,
to be asking God.
Yeah.
Like me personally, it's like I have all the tools basically to ask.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten to it. I don't know. Maybe I should already. I should stop with this nonsense, right? But
yeah.
Like I said, I like what my friend Mike said. Like,
oh, dude, what your friend Mike said is key.
He's like, if you're gonna be single during that time, take advantage.
Yes.
Of that moment of singleness. Prepare yourself. Do what you got to do. Make it worth it. Make the single life worth it, so that when she comes, things work out.
Yeah. No.
But don't waste your time and then still yearn for a wife, and you're not really. Not even prepared, or that you have to like conquer an enterprise. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I totally know what you mean. Yeah,
as a man.
Yeah, and you know what? Your friend he speaks for himself because he has his own painting company and it's going really well for him.
Oh yeah, dude, he's killing it.
He's killing it. So he's taking advantage of his single life right now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
No, yeah. That's
So
awesome.
for all those women or men, you know, if you're yearning for a husband or wife, you should know what you should be looking for.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're yearning aimlessly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, good topic, Diego. Good one.
Yeah, it was a good one, man. Good one. Yeah.
It's a very good topic.
I hope that everybody here learned. And there's so much more to talk about marriage, but that's really, in a nutshell,
Yeah.
it's not rocket science.
It's really not.
You know what I
And
mean?
this is for, those that are not married or going to get married, or I even say those that are in marriage already. Yeah.
I would say this could help someone who's a couple who's in marriage as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
All right. So, thank you guys for listening. This was a good one. This is a great one. And
It's
Oh,
very good.
man.
Very good.
Yo, I just realized something.
yeah, what happened?
Did we pray in the beginning?
I don't know, but because we did not pray, you are going to close it because you're the one who started.
Yo, yeah, man. I'm sorry, God. But,
It's okay.
But you know what? I know God. Definitely, this was from God. I
Of
know.
course.
Because I learned something new. I'm pretty sure Diego learned something new.
I think we all did.
Yeah, and
For me, it's just a refresher and a warning.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Awesome,
sorry.
Awesome. I'm glad you got warned. It's better than to not get warned, yo. Yeah, bro. So,
All right, let's close it.
All right, let's close with a prayer. Lord, thank you so much for just allowing us just to be here. Guide us and lead us always into the absolute truth. Your wisdom is great. Your wisdom is perfect. It refines us in so many ways, challenges us. But you are the one true living God. You are not a God of confusion, but rather you are the absolute truth. Praise your holy name, for you are greater than all things. Holy you are in every way. All glory goes to you, Lord. And thank you for today. Amen.
Amen. All right,
Amen.
until the next time, guys.